here today with the owner of Amadeus River Cruises, and we're just going to talk about the brand and things and just what sets them apart from other river cruise lines and why you should try an Amadeus River Cruise. We're currently on board the beautiful Amadeus Silver 2. What do you think sets you apart from the other river cruise lines that are out there?
Well, basically we are a family company.
Yeah.
That means that we care about details. We care about details, how to build the ship, how to set up the design of the cabins, how to choose the right crew for we trust our passengers to take care of onboard. And of course it's not only the cruise, it's also as well the land programs. We look into very carefully for all details to give our passengers the best experience they can have. And we have a long experience. I think we are the cruise line with the longest history. We started some 40 years ago, and still we are trying. We cannot build on the past, but we always have to try to be as well ahead with the standard of our boats and how we set up the programs. And we are Europeans. It means Europe is our home ground, and we feel that this is a plus for passengers to go to the really expert coming from Europe for a European river cruise.
When it comes to European river cruising, do you have a personal favourite river to cruise down?
Well, I think every river has its special charm. My favourite is, of course, being Austrian, is the Danube. I know probably very, very well, and probably no other river offers such a variety of countries, of landscapes, of very, very important cities, capitals of some countries, and a long history and a lot of culture. But as I said, it's not just the Danube. All the other rivers have their special interest and special, especially with a charm and some character.
And if you were to speak to someone who'd never done a river cruise before, would you have any tips for them or any recommendations that you personally think that they would need to know when it comes to river cruising?
Well, everybody choosing a river cruise ship knows that it's a small ship. It's up to 180 passengers, but still at a very, very high standard of the technical design of the standard on board, and he can be sure not to have problems with the sea, with the tides or with the waves. There's no way of getting seasick. And it is a very, very direct experience of the countryside because it is very near on both sides of the boat, of the ship.
Do you think that to enjoy a river cruise as such as one on this lovely ship on the Rhine, for example, you have to be a specific kind of person? Do you think there is a typical river cruiser?
Well, you should be interested to see the countries you're traveling through, to learn more about the history, to learn more about the people, the way they are living, and I think this is something you should have being a river cruise passengers.
I fully agree with you. So with regards to sort of entertainment on board and your ships in particular, how do you feel that entertainment compares? Because obviously a lot of people are used to ocean cruising and they might say it's a little too low-key. What would your opinion be on that?
We have indeed no real plan to compete with ocean-going vessels. Our river cruise offer the best experience of a unique landscape on both sides, 24-hour show, days at daylight different than at night, and I think no really technical issue can compete with a sunset over one of the famous castles on the Rhine or on the Danube, and if you sit up at the sun deck, enjoy a glass of wine. This is an experience I think no modern technology can compete with.
I completely agree with you on that. When you think about the experience of a river cruise, and say when you're visiting the beautiful cities like Vienna or Budapest, for example, do you think that river ships perhaps, or you might in the future, introduce formal nights to sort of match in with the...
Yeah, we already do have some formal nights. We have the Captain's Gala evening, we have the welcome dinner, so there are some formal nights already. And we know that people want to go on a river cruise as well that they try to dress up a bit and to enjoy a more formal night anyway.
What would you say to people who had only travelled on ocean ships to perhaps convince them to try an Amadeus River Cruise?
Well, if as I said before, if someone is interested to experience the charm of small ship cruising, to experience more direct experience, not only water on both sides of the ship, but really to have the scenery, to have direct experience, because we are stopping every day in some other port, then he is really, I think he's the person who we would like to come on board.
And do you think that if that said person was from on board, they'd come back again?
We do have a number of repeaters, of course, not only on the same river, but I would say 60% of those get the experience of a river cruise. They come back to river cruises, either on the Danube, the Rhine, or on the new rivers in Southeast Asia. If they get the idea of a river cruise, they will return to the rivers.
I agree with you, and we obviously love it. We think that river cruising is amazing. However, if you could change one thing about river cruising, what do you think that would be?
I don't think there's really an important thing to be changed. The concept has developed over the years. The standard of the ships have increased, and so I think we are quite pretty sure that the concept as it is a good one.
It is perfect. Thank you very much for that. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.